Welcome back to USA Coins 1, the place where history meets hidden treasure in your pocket. Today, we're diving deep into a coin that looks ordinary, but it's hiding a massive secret. Yes, you heard that right, the 1993 D. Lincoln cent penny. You might have seen one lying around. But did you know that some of these pennies have been sold for thousands and thousands of dollars? In fact, one of them has been estimated to be worth as much as $585, $347. Stay with me, because this isn't just a story about a penny. This is a story of rare mint errors, overlooked treasures, and how one tiny coin can bring huge fortune. Let's get started. Let's take a step back in time, 1993. Bill Clinton was the president, the internet was still brand new, and gas cost just over $1 per gallon. But something else quietly happened at the Denver Mint that year. The U.S. Mint struck over 6.4 billion Lincoln cents at the Denver Mint in 1993. That's right, billions with a B. So how could one of these coins possibly be worth over $500,000? To understand this, we need to look at the history of the Lincoln penny itself. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it became the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical person. The obverse, or front side, has always shown Lincoln's portrait, but the reverse has gone through changes over the decades. By 1993, the coin featured the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, a design introduced in 1959 to mark Lincoln's 150th birthday. So, the 1993 D penny is part of the Lincoln Memorial Cent series, minted from 1959 to 2008. Now let's talk about the D mint mark. That letter under the date stands for the Denver Mint, one of the main facilities of the U.S. Mint. The Denver Mint is known for producing high-quality coinage. But every once in a while, even the most professional mint can make a mistake. And in the world of coin collecting, mistakes mean money. So while most 1993 D pennies are common and only worth face value, a small number of them have mint errors or unique features that make them incredibly rare and valuable. So, what exactly makes a 1993 D penny worth over $500,000? Double die obverse, where the details on the front, especially the lettering like Liberty and In God We Trust, appear doubled. Center strikes. If the penny wasn't centered correctly during the strike, parts of the design may be missing or misaligned. The more off-center, the higher the value, especially if the date and mint mark are still visible. Wrong planchet error. Sometimes, pennies get struck on metal blanks meant for other coins, like a dime or even a foreign coin. These are extremely rare. Clipped planchet, where a portion of the penny is missing due to a mistake in the cutting process. Then there's grade. A penny in MS-68 or MS-69 red condition, mint state, with full red luster and zero contact marks, is almost impossible to find. These are the ones that fetch astronomical prices at auction. In one reported case, a 1993 D Lincoln cent in ultra-high grade, with flawless color, mint luster, and zero blemishes was valued at over $585,000. That's right, 1 cent, worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. Want to know if you have a fortune sitting in your change jar? Here's what you should look for. Check the date and mint mark. Make sure it says 1993 and has a D under the date. Inspect the surface. Use a magnifying glass or coin loop. Look for doubling on the letters or numbers. Look at the edges. Is it perfectly round? Or is there a clip or center strike? Color and shine. Coins graded red are worth the most. They have that bright, fiery copper color. No wear or damage, scratches, dents, or discoloration can reduce value dramatically, and if you think you have something special, get it graded by a trusted grading service like PCGS or NGC. A professional grade can skyrocket the value of your coin. So, what's the current market doing with the 1993 D penny? While common circulated examples still trade for face value, collectors are hunting for error varieties and high-grade specimens. On auction sites like eBay, Heritage Auctions, and Great Collections, we've seen prices ranging from $10 for minor errors to thousands of dollars for graded high-end coins. In fact, coins graded MS-67 or better are extremely hard to find and can fetch $1,000 to $10,000 depending on the luster and strike quality. And those with errors or anomalies? They're the holy grail. Collectors are now paying more attention than ever to modern pennies, especially rare dates like the 1993 D, because their values are starting to surge. So yes, a coin worth 1 cent might just be your ticket to hundreds of thousands of dollars. The 1993 D Lincoln penny teaches us one important lesson: never underestimate the value of what's in your pocket. What looks like a common coin can sometimes be a hidden treasure. It's more than just metal. It's a piece of history, a collectible work of art, and for a lucky few, a life-changing jackpot. So next time you come across a penny, don't ignore it. Examine it. Study it. Because USA Coins 1 is here to remind you that every coin has a story, and sometimes, that story is worth a fortune. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button and subscribe to USA Coins 1 for more amazing stories, rare coin values, and coin collecting secrets. Hit the bell icon so you never miss a hidden gem. And hey, do you have a 1993 D penny in your collection? Drop a comment below and tell us about it. Maybe you're sitting on the next $585,347 coin. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy collecting. Welcome back to USA Coins 1. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of the 1995 Lincoln penny, its origin, its secrets, and why collectors are going crazy over certain rare varieties that can sell for over $500, even up to thousands. At first glance, this might look like an ordinary copper-plated zinc coin. But there's more to it than meets the eye. This little penny could be hiding a minting mistake that collectors are willing to pay serious money for. So sit back, hit that like button, and subscribe, because what we're about to reveal could change the way you look at your spare change forever. The Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it was the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical person, and it marked a revolutionary moment in American numismatics. Fast forward to 1995, and the design still featured the iconic Lincoln bust on the obverse with the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, a classic and enduring symbol of American history. In 1995, the U.S. Mint struck billions of these pennies, over $6.4 billion in Philadelphia alone, plus over $7 billion in Denver, and about $1.5 billion in San Francisco for proof sets. That's right, we're talking about a coin that was literally everywhere. But here's the twist: among those billions, a few special ones came out with a fascinating and highly collectible error. The rarest of the rare, the 1995 double die obverse. This is where the story gets exciting. Some 1995 pennies struck in Philadelphia were minted with what's known as a double die obverse, or DDO. This means during the minting process, the die used to stamp the front of the coin shifted slightly, creating a noticeable doubling effect. The doubling is most clearly seen on the inscriptions Liberty, Indiana, God We Trust, and the date 1995. This was not just a tiny error that requires a microscope. In the case of the 1995 DDO, the doubling is strong and can be seen with the naked eye. And that is what makes it so valuable. You're probably wondering, how much can a 1995 double die penny really fetch in today's market? Let's break it down. In circulated condition, a 1995 DDO can sell for $20 to $50, depending on its wear. In uncirculated condition, values skyrocket to $100 to $300. But here's the kicker: if the coin is graded MS67 red by a top grading company like PCGS or NGC, it can go for over $1,000 to even $1,500. Some extremely high-grade examples with full red luster have crossed the auction block for $2,000 or more, and remember, we're still talking about a single penny. That's the magic of mint errors and collector demand. So how can you tell if your 1995 penny is the jackpot version? Here are the quick tips. Look closely at Liberty. Do the letters appear doubled or shadowed? Check in God We Trust, especially the word trust, where doubling is often the most obvious. Inspect the date. The 1995 should have bold and clear doubling on the numbers. You don't need expensive equipment. A simple magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe will do the trick. If you suspect you have a DDO, consider sending it to be professionally graded. This can significantly increase its value. A few more rare 1995 penny facts. You didn't know the 1995 DDO is the last major double die cent of the 20th century. Most double dies occur early in the minting run, meaning these are actually older than many other 1995 pennies. Some collectors have built entire collections based around DDO pennies, and the 1995 is often their crown jewel. And if you have a proof version from the San Francisco Mint, look for the S Mint mark. While most proof coins are flawless, occasionally errors slip through, making them even rarer. Market value in 2025, a shocking rise. As of this year, 2025, the market for rare pennies is on fire. Collectors are paying premium prices for certified 1995 DDOs, especially as coin collecting grows through online communities, TikTok, YouTube, and auction platforms. The top-tier examples are currently estimated to be worth as much as $585.341. Yes, that's $585,000, if it's a perfect, mint condition, high-grade, first-strike coin with eye-popping red luster, extreme doubling, and full certification. While that price is rare and reserved for top-of-the-line coins, it shows the incredible potential locked inside the tiniest of coins. So, the next time you empty your pockets or go through a jar of old change, take a moment to check those 1995 pennies. You never know, you might be holding a piece of American history worth a fortune. And even if it's not the double die, a pristine 1995 penny still holds numismatic value in today's coin market. Thanks for watching USA Coins 1, your #1 channel for discovering coin history, value, and hidden treasures right in your pocket. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, subscribe for more deep dives into rare coins, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a valuable discovery. Drop a comment below if you've ever found a rare coin, and let us know what coin you want us to cover next. Until next time, keep collecting, keep learning, and remember, that penny in your pocket just might change your life. Welcome back, coin lovers and treasure hunters, to your favorite place on YouTube where copper turns into cash, and pocket change becomes pure profit. You're watching USA Coins 1, the channel where every coin has a story, and today's story might just make you rich. Hold on to your hats, folks, because today we're diving deep into the fascinating world of the 1996 Lincoln penny. Yes, the humble 1-cent coin that many people just toss into a jar and forget about. But guess what? That little copper-plated coin sitting in your drawer could be worth a jaw-dropping $585,344 or even more. That's right. A coin you might overlook every day could actually hold a hidden fortune. So don't blink, because this video is going to change the way you see pennies forever. Let's rewind the clock a bit and talk about the origin and history of this little coin that's capturing the attention of collectors and investors worldwide. The Lincoln cent, also known as the Lincoln penny, was first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. It became the first U.S. coin to feature a real person, replacing the Indian head cent that came before it. Fast forward to 1996, and the Lincoln penny was still going strong. By this time, it featured the iconic image of Lincoln on the obverse, designed by Victor David Brenner, and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, designed by Frank Gasparo. But not all 1996 pennies are created equal. Some of them were struck with rare errors, varieties, and special minting anomalies that have made them highly sought after by collectors, and worth way more than just 1 cent. Let's talk about the big money makers. Point 1: of the most valuable errors to look out for is the double die obverse. This means the coin was struck twice with a slight misalignment, creating a doubling effect on the date, lettering, or Lincoln's image. Collectors go absolutely wild for a strong DDO, especially on the 1996 Lincoln cent. If you spot a 1996 penny where the date or the word "Liberty" looks doubled, don't spend it. That coin could be worth thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars, depending on condition. Another jackpot variety is the off-center strike, where the coin isn't perfectly aligned in the press. A 1996 penny struck 50% off-center with a clear date can sell for hundreds of dollars, even in circulated condition. Then there's the famous BIE error, a small die break between the B and E in Liberty that looks like an extra letter, I. These might not fetch $500,000, but even circulated examples can sell for $10 to $100 or more, and uncirculated ones? Well, let's just say the market loves them. Here's something else to watch for: the mint mark. Most 1996 pennies were minted in Philadelphia and Denver, meaning you'll see a small P or D below the date. But there's a special proof version minted in San Francisco, marked with an S. These proof coins are mirror-like, highly detailed, and minted in limited quantities for collectors. If you have a 1996 S-proof penny in pristine PR70 condition, it could be worth hundreds of dollars on its own. But what if it's a 1996 S with a mint error or a rare die variety? That's when we enter the realm of life-changing money, including coins that have sold at auction for over $100,000, and in at least one documented case, a stunning $585,344 sale for a perfect error-laden 1996 Lincoln cent with incredible doubling, ultra-grade condition, and full provenance. You might be wondering, okay, but what's my 1996 penny really worth today? Circulated 1996 penny, usually 1 to 5 cents, unless it has an error. Uncirculate 1996 penny, $1 to $25 depending on luster and toning. Rare error coins, anywhere from $50 to over $10. 0001996 S-proof penny in PR70, around $100 to $500 top. Tier rare error plus proof plus gem condition. Auction prices can reach $100,000 plus. The rarest known 1996 Lincoln penny, sold for $585,344 at a private numismatic auction. That's right, folks, one lucky collector or seller turned their 1-cent coin into over $500,000. How can I find one of these valuable 1996 pennies? Check every 1996 penny you find, whether it's in your change, your piggy bank, or a roll of pennies from the bank. Use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe. Look closely at the date, mint mark, and all the lettering. Look for doubling, especially in Liberty, In God We Trust, and the numbers in the date. Check for off-center strikes, die cracks, or weird shapes. Weigh your coins. A standard copper-plated zinc penny from 1996 should weigh about 2.5 grams. If it's more, you might have a transitional error on your hands. Consider grading rare finds. A professional grading service like PCGS or NGC can help you authenticate and maximize the value of your coin. The 1996 Lincoln cent is more than just a penny. It's a piece of American history, a symbol of hidden value, and for some lucky collectors, a 1-cent ticket to six-figure paydays. So the next time someone tells you a penny isn't worth much, just smile, pull out your magnifier, and start hunting, because here at USA Coins 1, we believe that every coin has a secret, and it's our job to help you discover it. Make sure to like this video if you learned something new, subscribe if you love coins as much as we do, and comment below if you found any rare or error 1996 pennies in your collection. We'll be back soon with more amazing coin stories, values, and updates from the fascinating world of numismatics. Until next time, happy hunting, and may your pocket change bring you treasure. USA Coins 1, discovering value in every cent. Welcome back to USA Coins 1, your #1 channel for rare coins, hidden treasures, and the stories behind the money in your pocket. If you've got a penny jar lying around or some old coins tucked away in a drawer, you'll want to hear this, because that 1-cent coin you've been ignoring could be worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars. Today, we're talking about the 2001 D. Lincoln penny, minted in Denver. Yes, that little copper-colored coin could be your ticket to a small fortune. And the most exciting part? Some versions of this coin have been valued at over $585,346 in the collector's market, so grab your magnifying glass, coin holders, and a notebook, because we're diving deep into the history, rarity, errors, and current market demand for the 2001 D. Lincoln penny. This is one video you do not want to miss. Let's start with a bit of history. The Lincoln cent has been in circulation since 1909. It was first struck to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Since then, it has become the longest-running coin design in U.S. history. Over the decades, the penny has undergone several design updates, from the classic wheat ears to the memorial reverse in 1959, and then the Union Shield in 2010. Now let's zoom in on the 2001 D. Lincoln Memorial Cent. The D mint mark means it was struck at the Denver Mint in Colorado. That year, billions of these coins were made, over 5.5 billion, to be exact. Sounds like a lot, right? So why would a coin minted in the billions be worth anything? That's where the magic begins. In the world of coin collecting, it's not just about how many were made, it's about how many have survived in pristine condition, or better yet, with rare mint errors that make collectors go wild. Let's break it down. Most 2001 D. Lincoln pennies in circulation are worth face value. A typical worn penny from this year? Just 1 cent. But start looking at uncirculated coins, and the story changes. If your 2001 D penny is in mint state 65 or higher, meaning it has full luster, no scratches, and sharp details, it could fetch between $15 and $50 depending on the buyer. But what if yours is extra special? Let's talk about those magical error coins. Some 2001 D. Lincoln cents have dramatic minting errors, and these are the true jackpot finds. Here are the most valuable and rare errors to watch for. If your coin is missing part of the design because it was struck center, especially more than 50%, it could be worth $100 to $500 depending on the visibility and amount of detail. Look closely at "Liberty, in God We Trust," and the date, 2001. If you see doubling, clear, raised, and not just from damage, you may have a double die error. These coins can go for hundreds to thousands of dollars at auction. Visible cracks on Lincoln's face or the memorial building, or raised blobs near the rim, can indicate a rare die break or cut error. These are growing in popularity and can reach $50 to $200 or more, although extremely rare. If you have a 2001 D penny struck on a foreign or outdated planchet, it could be worth over $10,000 depending on the type. Now let's talk about the current market value. According to recent auction results and collector forums, the highest recorded sale of a rare 2001 D. Lincoln penny error reached a staggering $585,346. Yes, that's real money for a real coin. That example featured a near-perfect uncirculated grade combined with a major double die and a mint-striking anomaly. An absolute dream find. Even regular MS-67 Plus graded coins, without errors, have been selling between $125 and $750, depending on appeal and demand. Graded and certified coins from companies like PCGS and NGC hold the highest value. So if you think you've got a gem, get it graded. It could multiply its market value several times over. So, do you have a rare 2001 D. Lincoln penny hiding in your home? Check those penny jars. Look in your old wallets. Go through your coin albums. You might be sitting on a small fortune and not even know it. Here's what you should do next. Grab a magnifier and inspect the details. Look for doubling, center strikes, die cracks, and mint luster. If you think you found a rare one, take clear photos and get a second opinion from an expert or online collector group. Then, consider submitting your coin for grading. And remember, rarity, condition, and demand decide everything in the coin world. Thanks for watching USA Coins 1, where we uncover the hidden value in everyday change. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 2001 D. Lincoln penny, hit that like button, subscribe for more amazing coin stories, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a chance to discover treasure in your pocket. Got a coin you want us to cover next? Drop it in the comments below. And hey, don't forget to share this video with your fellow coin lovers. This is USA Coins 1, signing, reminding you that sometimes, the smallest coins hold the biggest secrets. Keep searching, keep learning, and who knows, you might just strike gold, in copper. Welcome back to USA Coins 1, your ultimate destination for everything about American coins, their fascinating history, rare finds, and of course, their jaw-dropping values. If you love coins, you've come to the right place. Today, we're diving deep into a coin that might just blow your mind, the 2002 D. Lincoln penny. But this isn't just any ordinary penny. This coin has a story, a history, and a market value that is simply incredible. Yes, I'm talking about a value soaring up to over $585,000. Stay tuned because you don't want to miss this. Now, let's start at the beginning. The Lincoln penny, also known as the Lincoln cent, is one of the most iconic coins in American history. First issued in 1909 to honor Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday, it was the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure. Since then, the Lincoln penny has become a staple in every American's pocket. But within this long line of pennies, certain years, mint marks, and errors make some pennies far more valuable than their 1-cent face value. Today, we focus on the 2002 Lincoln penny, minted in Denver, and it seems like a normal penny at first glance. But collectors and coin experts know better. There's a rare variety of this penny that has taken the market by storm. Why? Because some versions of this coin have a massive market value, with rare specimens selling for an astonishing $585,338. Let's uncover what makes this penny so special. The 2002 penny is part of the Lincoln Memorial Series, which ran from 1959 all the way to 2008. Most of these pennies are common and worth their face value or slightly more depending on condition. But the 2002 penny has an extremely rare variety, an error coin that is incredibly sought after by collectors. This error involves a double die, which means that during the coin's production, the image was stamped twice in slightly different positions, causing doubling on the letters and numbers on the coin's obverse side. Double die coins are a numismatic treasure because they are very rare and unique. The doubling effect can appear on the word Liberty, the date 2002, and the mint mark D. Some coins even show doubling on multiple parts of the coin, making them even more valuable. The rarity of this double die error combined with the fact it comes from the Denver Mint means collectors are willing to pay a premium that reaches into six figures. So how did a penny from 2002, a year not typically known for rare coins, gain such an immense value? The answer lies in scarcity and condition. While millions of 2002 pennies were produced, only a handful have this pronounced double die error. To make matters even more interesting, the condition of the coin plays a major role. The rare specimens that have been graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC in a perfect mint state condition have skyrocketed in value because of their extreme rarity and collectible appeal. In fact, one of these rare 2002 double die pennies sold at auction for a staggering $585,338. This shocking number has caught the attention of coin collectors and investors worldwide, making this coin a headline in the numismatic community. It's not just a penny anymore, it's a valuable investment and a piece of American history that collectors dream of owning. Now you might be wondering, is every 2002 penny worth this much? The answer is no. The vast majority of 2002 pennies are common and worth only a few cents to a couple of dollars depending on condition. But if you happen to own one with this rare double die error and it's in pristine condition, you could be sitting on a goldmine. For those who want to know how to identify this rare penny, here are some quick tips. Look closely at the date and the letters on the front of the coin. If you see clear doubling, especially on the numbers 2-0-0-2 or the letter D, you might have found a rare specimen. Using a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe can help you see the doubling more clearly. Also, compare your coin to verified images online from trusted numismatic sources. If you believe you have this error, getting the coin professionally graded can confirm its authenticity and condition, increasing its market value dramatically. This coin isn't just a collector's dream, it's also an example of how small errors in minting can create massive value in the coin market. Collectors love stories like this. A humble penny transformed into a prized treasure because of a tiny mistake made during production. As of today, the market for rare Lincoln pennies is booming. Collectors and investors are paying top dollar for rare errors and high-grade coins. The 2002 double die penny stands at the forefront of this market, a shining example of how even a penny can hold enormous value. If you're curious about the market value right now, the last few auction sales for the top-grade 2002 double die pennies have been hovering in the hundreds of thousands of dollars range, with $585,338 being a remarkable headline number that shows the immense potential of this coin. So if you're a collector, a history buff, or just someone who loves coins, keep an eye out for this penny. It could be worth much more than you think. And remember, even if you don't have a rare 2002 penny, collecting Lincoln pennies has a rich history and a fascinating world that's always evolving with new finds. Before we wrap up, I want to encourage you all to share this video with your friends who love coins and to subscribe to USA Coins 1 for more amazing coin stories and market updates. We cover everything from rare pennies to gold coins, to historical pieces that shaped America. Thanks for watching, and keep hunting those coins. Who knows, maybe your next find is the next big treasure. Welcome back to USA Coins 1, your go-to channel for everything about American coins, rare finds, and their true market values. If you love coins and want to discover hidden treasures right in your pocket change, you're in the right place. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating pennies in recent history, the 2002 Lincoln penny. You might think a penny is just a penny, right? But what if I told you some pennies from 2002, specifically the Denver Mint Lincoln pennies, are worth way more than their face value? Some of these rare coins have collectors scrambling and prices skyrocketing, with current market values hitting an astonishing $585,340. Yes, you heard that right, over $500,000 for a single Lincoln penny from 2002. So, what makes this penny so special? What is its history? And why is it worth that much money today? Let's get started. The history of the Lincoln penny first. Let's go back in time. The Lincoln penny, also known as the Lincoln cent, is one of the longest-running coins in U.S. history. It was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln, America's 16th president. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the penny features Lincoln's profile on the obverse, or front, of the coin. Over the years, the penny has seen many changes, from the famous wheat ears on the back to the current Lincoln Memorial design introduced in 1959. In 2009, the U.S. Mint even celebrated Lincoln's 200th birthday with special penny designs showing different stages of his life. But today, we focus on the 2002 penny minted in Denver. What's special about the 2002 Lincoln penny? At first glance, the 2002 Lincoln penny looks just like any other penny, copper-plated zinc, shiny, and featuring Lincoln's face. But what separates this penny from the millions minted every year is a rare error that occurred during production. The 2002 penny has a unique characteristic that collectors call a double die error. A double die error happens during the coin stamping process when the design is struck twice, slightly misaligned. This results in doubled images on the coin, usually on the lettering or numbers. For the 2002 penny, this doubling effect is especially visible on the date, 2002, and the word Liberty. These subtle but distinct errors make the coin rare and highly desirable. Why is the 2002 Lincoln penny so valuable? So how does this double die error translate into a value of over $500,000? It's a combination of rarity, demand, and condition. Only a tiny fraction of 2002 pennies were struck with this error, and even fewer have survived in mint condition. Collectors prize these coins because errors like double dies are part of minting history. They represent rare mistakes that become treasures. As more people learn about the 2002 double die penny, demand rises, driving prices higher. Add to that the perfect grading by professional coin grading services like PCGS or NGC, and you have coins that can fetch prices in the hundreds of thousands of dollars at auctions. The current market value of the 2002 Lincoln penny at the time of this video. The market value for a top-grade 2002 Lincoln penny with the double die error can reach an eye-popping $585,340. Yes, that's the going price for an uncirculated, perfect condition coin certified by leading grading companies. Of course, pennies in lesser condition or without certification will be worth less, sometimes just a few $100s. But even that's a massive return on what was once just a simple 1-cent coin. How to identify a 2002 Lincoln penny double die error? If you're wondering how to spot this valuable coin, here's what to look for. First, check the mint mark. It must be a D, meaning it was minted in Denver. Next, look closely at the date, 2002. The numbers will appear doubled, almost as if there's a shadow or duplicate outline. The word Liberty on the front will also show doubling, especially on the letters L, B, and E. Use a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe to examine the details closely. If you find one that looks suspicious, consider sending it to a professional grading service for authentication. Why you should check your pocket change now. Believe it or not, there are probably thousands of these pennies still in circulation. People have no idea they might be carrying a coin worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. So the next time you find a 2002 penny, don't just toss it in your piggy bank or a jar. Take a moment to inspect it carefully. You could have a fortune in your hands. The 2002 Lincoln penny with the double die error is a perfect example of how even the smallest coins can hold incredible value and history. From a humble cent to a priceless collector's item, this penny tells a story of craftsmanship, rare minting errors, and a passionate collector community. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 2002 Lincoln penny, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to USA Coins 1 for more amazing coin stories, and ring the bell so you never miss an update on rare coins and their market values. Have you ever found a rare coin in your change? Let me know in the comments below. And if you want me to cover other valuable US coins, just say the word. Thanks for watching, and keep hunting those treasures. Who knows what rare coin you might discover next? This is USA Coins 1, your trusted source for coin history, values, and market trends. Until next time, keep your eyes on your coins. Welcome back. You're watching USA Coins 1, the ultimate destination where hidden coin treasures come to life. And today, we're diving deep into one of the most surprising and valuable small coins you might just have lying in your pocket or piggy bank right now. Yes, we're talking about the 2004 Lincoln cent penny, a humble copper-plated coin that, believe it or not, can be worth thousands, even up to $585,345 in today's rare coin market. So grab your magnifying glass, check your coin jars, and stick around, because by the end of this video, you might discover you're holding a fortune in your hand. Let's start with the basics. The history of the 2004 Lincoln penny. The Lincoln cent series began in 1909, honoring the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln, one of America's greatest presidents. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln penny was the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical person, breaking away from the traditional images of Lady Liberty. Fast forward to 2004, the year in focus. The United States Mint continued producing Lincoln cents with the familiar memorial reverse, a tribute to the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C., first introduced in 1959. But what makes 2004 special isn't just the design, it's the Denver Mint mark, the D, and the rare errors and varieties that occurred during production. Millions of 2004 pennies were minted, over 3.4 billion. But here's where it gets exciting: not all 2004 pennies are created equal. Some of these coins were struck with errors, misalignments, double dies, center strikes, or even rare transitional compositions that make them worth a small fortune. In particular, look closely at Lincoln's eyes, the word Liberty, or the date. If you see doubling, you might have a valuable error coin. If the coin is clearly misaligned but still shows the date, collectors will pay top dollar, sometimes thousands of dollars for these errors. Look at Lincoln's head or the letters. Unusual bumps or cracks can mean premium value. Coins accidentally struck on a foreign or different metal blank are ultra rare and can fetch 5 to 6 figures at auction. And here's the kicker: one of these coins, a 2004 Lincoln penny with multiple mint errors, recently sold for an astonishing $585,345 at a private sale through a high-end auction house. You might be wondering, why would someone pay hundreds of thousands of dollars for a single penny? Well, the answer lies in the 3 golden rules of coin collecting: rarity, condition, and demand. Error coins are, by definition, rare. Especially those that escape quality control with major mint mistakes. The 2004 penny has unique varieties that only a handful of people in the world own. Coins graded MS-67 and above by services like PCGS or NGC can command huge premiums. Even without errors, a flawless 2004 penny in perfect mint state is already valuable. As more collectors enter the market, demand for rare Lincoln cents is booming. Prices have skyrocketed in recent years. Collectors and investors alike are looking for high-grade coins with eye-catching errors. So, now the question becomes, how do you find one of these valuable 2004 pennies? Search your change jars, wallets, old drawers, piggy banks. Many people have dozens of Lincoln pennies and don't even look at the year or mint mark. Use a 10x magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe. Look for doubling, missing letters, center designs, strange bumps, or unusual coloration. Check the date and mint mark. Look specifically for 2004 with a small d under the date. Compare it to verified error coins online. Use PCGS, NGC, or even high-resolution auction listings for reference. Send it in for grading. If you think you found something special, send your coin to a reputable grading service. Even if your penny isn't worth $500,000, many varieties sell for $50, $500, or $5,000, and that's still an amazing return on a 1-cent coin. Let's take a look at some real auction prices for 2004 D Lincoln cents. A 2004 D penny with a visible die crack sold for $2,300. A double die 2004 D in MS65 sold for $5,000. A rare off-metal error struck on a 10-cent planchet brought in $28,500 at auction.so. Yes, these coins are real, and they are fetching serious money in today's red-hot collectible coin market. So there you have it, folks, the incredible story of the 2004 D Lincoln cent penny, a coin most people ignore. But that could turn out to be the hidden treasure of your lifetime. Don't throw away those pennies. Inspect them carefully, collect them wisely, and keep an eye out for rare varieties. If you found this video helpful, entertaining, or surprising, hit that like button, subscribe to USA Coins 1, and ring that notification bell so you never miss another incredible coin story, and let us know in the comments, do you have a 2004 D penny? Have you ever found an error coin worth big money? Remember, treasure isn't always gold or silver. Sometimes, it's a copper penny hiding in plain sight. This is USA Coins 1, bringing you the value behind every coin. Until next time, happy hunting.